everyone, it's Missy, and I got my jam and jelly maker out, so you know what that means. We are going to be canning blueberry jam. These are the blueberries I just picked up today from Bountiful Basket in the co-op in my area. And they look so good. I just washed them, and I removed all the bad ones, removed any stem pieces that I found, and I'm ready to mash my berries. So you just take a potato masher, and you mash them. I'm mashing them in a 13 by 9 inch baking pan, and then I just go with a potato masher and just work them. These ones are kind of tricky, but you just work it in one layer at a time, and I'm going to do this until I have 2 2/3 cups of crushed berries. Okay, after you have your blueberries done, so I have 2 2/3 cups mashed blueberries, you're going to want to add your pectin. I'm using the Real Fruit Classic Pectin as recommended by the manufacturer, and it's going to be 3 tablespoons, and you just sprinkle it around the bottom. Two. And 3. Just like that. And then you want to add your blueberries. So I'm just going to evenly pour them around as best I can. Once you have your blueberries in there, you want to drizzle 2 tablespoons of lemon juice over the top of the berries. And I'm holding the camera, so I'm going to set you guys down and then show you the last part of that. Okay, so here's my last tablespoon of lemon juice, and I just kind of try to get it over most of the blueberries, just like that. And last but not least, to reduce the foaming, we want to add half a teaspoon of butter. So here's half a teaspoon of butter. There we go. And then I have my unit plugged in, so my lights are flashing, and I'm going to select jam. And the preset's going to be 21 minutes. That's okay, so we're going to click enter. And then in 4 minutes, we will add the sugar. I also want to make note that you do not put the cover on yet. You just let the unit cook, and then when it beeps 4 times, we'll add the sugar, and then we'll add the cover. And then meanwhile, I have my lids over here, and I'm just going to turn on my burner on the stove to get them to simmer. And the instructions don't recommend this, but the Ball Blue Book Guide does. So I just make sure that my lids are sterilized. And then I'm using an auto canner. And so I have, this recipe makes 4 half-pint jars, so I got my jars in there, the water. I'm going to shut the lid, lock it, and I already turned my unit on, so what I'm going to do is click the preheat button, and then I'm going to click start. It takes 12 minutes for my jars to preheat. It will let me know when they're done preheating, and then they can sit in there for 1 hour before I have to preheat them again. So it will be fine. By the time my jam's done, the jars will be ready to go. Alright, so that was the 4 beeps I was waiting for, so I'm going to add my sugar. And it's 3 1/3 cups of sugar. You should have it pre-measured ahead of time, and then I'm just going to pour it in there as evenly as I can. And it's already starting to smell so good in here, guys. Oh, this is so... blueberry jam has to be my favorite. Once you get all the sugar poured in, now we can put the cover on top. And it will cook for the next 17 minutes. Okay, I wanted to try to give you guys a sneak peek. The glass really fogged up, but you can see the jam in there. It's on its last minute of cooking. It smells delicious, guys. Super delicious. And hey, if this doesn't convince you, guys gotta give this a try. It's really, really good. But I'm just waiting for the cycle to end, so that way I could take the cover off. And there we have it. It's done. So you can press cancel on your machine. CO just means cool off. And it will display that. It's no big deal. Just leave your unit plugged in. And I'm going to take the cover off, and we're going to see how we did. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry you guys can't see the glass fogged up, but delicious. No foam. Again, I have such good luck with this not foaming up. And I'm going to set you guys down here so that way I can put the cover down. I'm going to take, so the next step after you get the cover off is I have to get this, the paddle out. So I just take a cloth, a dry cloth, or you can use a pot holder. And I'm just going to shake off this blueberry as best I can. Just make sure you don't get it down that center hole. There we go. Okay. I'll set that off in the sink. And we are ready to can, guys. My jars have already finished preheating, so I'm going to go grab one here quick. My jars are perfectly preheated. Make sure to close the lid, you guys, every time you grab a jar so you keep them warm. I'm going to put my funnel in there. I got my ladle. And we're going to fill these jars up so they have a 1/4 inch of headspace. I got all my canning tools all set up here. As best I can, I'll try to fill this as fast as I can. And you can kind of estimate too. There's some tips and tricks on how to do that. There we go. I'm just going to set this off to the side. Take my little measurement. I got this handy dandy tool here. I'm going to just go around, make sure I get all my air bubbles out. Oh, but this does look good. Take that measurement one last time. I can add just a little bit more, so let's see if I can do this without making a mess. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so want to wipe your rim. And then my lids are also preheated, so I'll grab one of those. Put that down. And then I got myself a rim. Just want to make sure that's fingertip tight. And this will go in the canner, and I'll do the rest of the jars and show you the next step. Once you have all your jars filled and in the canner, all you have to do is select jams and jellies, recipe number 1, and then click start. And there you have it. It is going to sense and preserve and can, and all you have to do is wait for the little jingle at the end and it will be done. And I'll show you guys the final results. And that is the easiest way to can blueberry jam. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment below. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. Otherwise, there are going to be some links, helpful links in the description box below for the recipe that I used, as well as where you can purchase these products if you're interested. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.